some to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas's offense will take the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brandon.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Longhorns are on the move. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry up. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was...
Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll go up top on second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been... He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The RPO, it's complete. He stopped at the 48. They pick up with 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Right back to him. Got room to work. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers get turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Pitts. Quick strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll return it from the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Plucks it out of the air. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. A shot toward the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fakes the grab on the left.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 45. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got the tight end. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Working that left side now. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to...
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Pitts. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
And it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown. But how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. for 6 more points.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Evanson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got him downfield. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Oh, he's got a chance. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Turns it loose. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
There he goes! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give and tick, 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 tick. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leads it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really